What's up, badass Blackdesertmobile fans? The Nova class is finally upon us. In this video, I'm going to showcase all 11 of her skills, plus her evasive ability, her Black Spirit skill, as well as her weapons. Her weapons are unique to her. No other class has these weapons, so she does have a Morning Star and a shield. If you do plan on rocking her, you are going to need to roll some Shaka 2 coins. The first skill I'm going to cover is actually her passive ability, and this ability is very important for the overall skill kit for the Nova. This ability doesn't offer a skill, like I said, it is passive. In order to use this skill, you do need to summon 6 pawns or knights, which I will cover in a moment. Most of her skills and ability do summon a pawn or a knight. Now, once you've summoned 6 spawns or knights, it does automatically summon a queen. The queen does 50% of the skills of Nova Damage's skills. It reduces the duration when you enter the arena. And you cannot summon any spawns or knights while the queen is summoned. It does offer extra crystals that create around the area when it's summoned, so it does do additional damage as well when you initially summon her. And that is automatically summoned because, again, that is a passive skill. That is called Promote. The first skill for the Nova is called Command, Rise of the Ice Thorns. This skill does come with 1 charge on an 8-second cooldown time. It does 575% PvE damage, 402% PvP damage. It does hit 4 targets. It freezes the targets, and it does summon a pawn, and that pawn does 30% of that skill's hit damage. It does offer 2 branch damages, Labrev and Ahib. For its sub-skills, the first one, actually, when you use the skill the very first time, it summons 2 pawns. So you get 2 pawns once that skill is leveled up, and that is leveled up initially at level 1, so you do get that right away. Once you get the skill leveled up to 2, it reduces the cooldown time by 2 seconds, taking that charge to 6-second cooldown time. And the last sub-skill is a bleed of 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds. The second skill for the Nova is called Winter's Wrath. This skill does offer medium range, and it does freeze the target again. It does come with 2 charges on a 7-second cooldown time. It does 590% PvE damage, 472% PvP damage. You do get forward guard while using the skill. That does not work in the arenas. It does have a maximum of 3 hits, and it does freeze targets on the first hit and a knockback on the successful last hit. It does offer 5% damage taken from adventurers for 10% when using the skill. So you do get a 5% increased damage taken from other adventurers for 10 seconds when using the skill. You do have 2 branch damage options, Ahib and Seret. For its sub-skills, it does offer negative 5% movement speed on the target for 10 seconds, or attack speed, I'm sorry, that's an attack speed one. And it does offer a command ability. So this is a dual ability. This is called Flow, the Chill of Sa Pung. And this skill actually, it does a knockdown on successful hit if you hold the skill button in. It does also offer a maximum of 2 hits, and you get forward guard while using the skill, which does not work in the arenas as well. And this skill is a part, if you click it down here, we can see it and hold it in. So she stuns the target and then charges to him. Now, if you don't hold the skill button in, she just stuns the targets from far. And if you hold it in, it stuns them and then charges towards them as well. So holding that skill button in is going to be very important for that second skill. Her third sub-skill is her passive heal. So this skill is going to be very important for all situations. This is 200 HP healed on the second and third hit, not the first hit. So it has 3 hits, second and third hit. It says right here, you get 200 HP healed, so it's going to heal for 400 HP in total. Does not work in the Path of Glory. The third skill is called Command Knight's Charge. This skill comes with 1 charge on a 6-second cooldown time. Does 300% damage times 2, which is 600% for PvE, and then 420% for PvP. It does offer super armor when using the skill, but not in the arenas, so no immunity for the arenas. It does also offer 4 attacks. You get a knockback on the first hit and a knockdown on the last hit. It does summon a knight, which attacks for 50% of the hit damage, and you can charge while holding the skill button in. So let's check it out. So she does 2 attacks there. It does have 4 attacks in total, as you can see right here. For branch damages, you have the choice between Labrev and AAL. For its sub-skills, the first one's going to increase your AP by plus 20 for 10 seconds. The second one is going to Increase the maximum number of attacks or hits. Yep, increases the maximum number of hits by 1. And the third one is a bleed of 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds. Frozen Earth is the fourth skill for the Nova. This skill does come with 2 charges on a 7-second cooldown time. It does 750% PvE damage, 600% PvP damage, so a decent amount of PvP damage considering usually they're a little bit spread further between PvE and PvP. It does have maximum of 3 hits. You get super armor while using the skill, but not in the arenas. You do get a bound on successful hit. You hold the button in, you get a charge while holding the skill button, which applies 100% of the hit damage, and you get a freeze on successful hit. Let's check it out. So she slams her Morning Star, and if you just tap the button in, she just slams her Morning Star. If you hold the skill button in, she slams her Morning Star and then charges the target. Slam, charge, slam, charge. And remember, that charge ability does also offer an additional CC. So the first one, where she just slams her Morning Star, it bounds the target. And then when she charges them, that actually freezes the target. So you definitely want to hold the skill button in for the fourth skill. She does also offer Seret or AEL for her branch damages. For her sub-skills, she reduces the target's defensive power by 20 for 10 seconds, as well as a bleed of 60 damage every second for 3 seconds. The next skill is called Quaratum's Charge. This skill does charge the target with her shield up, and it blocks attacks while she's using that skill. It does do 460% PvE damage, 322% PvP damage. It does have a maximum of 2 attacks. You do get forward guard while using the skill, even in the arenas, and it does stun the target. For its sub-skills, it does decrease the target's DP by 20 for 10 seconds, and if you hold the skill button in, she does stun the target, as you can see right there. The next skill for the Nova is called Affliction. This skill does come with 1 charge on a 7-second cooldown time. It does do 275% PvE damage and 220% PvP damage. It does hit up to 8 targets. It freezes on the successful first hit and a knockdown on last successful hit. It does have branch damages, AHIB or AAL as the options. For its sub-skills, you do get 10% increased range on this skill, and it increases your AP by plus 20 for 10 seconds. The next skill is called Frenzied Bishop, coming with 1 charge on a 6-second cooldown time. It does do 520% PvE damage, 348% PvP damage. You do get super armor while using the skill, even in the arenas, so PvP skill for sure. It does have a maximum of 4 hits. It freezes on the first hit, a knockdown on the last hit. You do additional damage. It has a combo skill ability here, which does 100% increased damage. It's called Assault. Charge while holding the skill button in. It does 200% hit damage applied, and it has a freeze on successful hit. You do have 2 branch damage options, Labrev or Seret as well. When the enhancement is applied, it does also offer a maximum of 5 hits when you hold the skill button in. Command Frost Shield comes with 1 charge on a 12-second cooldown time. It does do 330% PvE damage, 264% PvP damage. You do get forward guard while using the skill, but not in the arenas. It does knock back targets on successful hit. It does summon a pawn, and it creates a defensive wall that blocks enemies' movements and attacks. That lasts for 3 seconds. For its sub-skills, it does have a cooldown time reduction. It does also offer a combo ability, which does an additional attack and damage, and it increases your DP by plus 20 for 10 seconds. The next skill is called Thorns of Punishment. This skill does come on a 1 charge on a 15-second cooldown time. It does 200% PvE damage, 128% PvP damage. It does offer super armor while using the skill, even in the arenas. It offers a maximum of 4 hits, and as you can see there, it bounds the target on successful hits, so it grabs them and pulls them towards her. It's pretty awesome. The next skill is called Ultimatum. This skill comes with 1 charge on a 6-second cooldown time. It does 460% PvE damage, 368% PvP damage. It does hit 5 targets. It does offer a daze or stun on first successful hit and a knockdown on last hit. It does not have any branch damages tied to it. Lastly is the heal/enrage ability, standard for all classes, 1 charge, 120-second cooldown time. It heals for 500 HP over 10 seconds. It increases your AP by plus 50 for 30 seconds. It gives you a 2-second cooldown time on your evasive ability, and it does increase your Black Spirit damage as well as your crit hit damage, which is standard across the board. That is the full Nova class. That is she's considered a mid-range class with a lot of her abilities. She does offer a few defensive skills as well as some immunities in the arena. She looks like she's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy her. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button on your way out. If you're new to my channel, you should definitely think about subscribing. And with that being said, I will see you next time.